Welcome in Graz to the first side event of the FIR Racketlon World Championships.
Here at Racquetsport Center Graz, the elite and amateur draws presented by Codwall are played. And the first side event is going to be an exhibition. Racketlon versus squash.
For Racketlon participating is the #1 Racketlon junior player from Austria, Florian Harca.
And for squash, the #1 Austrian squash player in juniors, Kristian Seiner. Let's get it on. Especially for the FIR Racketlon World Championships, a new glass wall was installed at the Racquetsport Center Graz.
We can see it here to the side, and we are excited about the feedback of the players, and we are also excited to play it ourselves.
Great played. Great game.
So Florian, how do you feel?
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I'm exhausted now. But yeah, it was a great experience to play against such a good opponent, against the best junior player in Austria. Yeah, it was I expected worse, to be honest.
How satisfied are you, Kristian, with your results? You said in the beginning, or prior to the match, 2 points per set per game. So what do you think now?
First of all, I also think it was a great game. I probably never played against such a good Racketlon player in squash, especially a junior player. But generally, I'm quite satisfied with how I played. I'm not really in training right now since I just turned 19, so I'm just out of the junior categories right now.
Yeah, I think it is also visible that the racketlon player fights for every point, because in racketlon, when you get a squash player and you make as many points as Florian did, this is a huge success for a racketlon player, especially when you can go on to other sports. And now I'm looking forward that you are going to coach me to win against Team Orange one more time. Unfortunately, I lost the match again in 5 games, which is safe. Joel played really good. He was the better player. He was the fitter player in the end. Congrats, Team Orange.
Thank you.
You're 1-0 up this year.
Yeah, thank you very much, Peter. It was a really great game. After the first 2 sets, I felt really comfortable, actually. But already at the end of the second set, you turned up the gear a bit. I could save it, fortunately. But then the next 2 sets, you won. And I had to adjust a little bit, and I was also fortunate enough that you don't train enough to be fit for a 5th game. So maybe that's also a suggestion for the next time.
In the end, it was just, the tank was empty. I just couldn't run anymore. I was playing there, standing, and for that I think it was quite good. But yeah, it was just not enough. I will come back harder, I will train harder, come back better, and I'm positive that I will win the next match on the Squash World Tour.
I also want to thank Flo for the coaching. That was a pivotal point in time when he gave me the instructions and the tips. What do you say about the game? Can you summarize it a little bit? How did it look for the spectators?
Yeah, in the first 2 sets you started always good, but then in the middle of a set you did like 2-3 easy mistakes. Then Peter came back, but you were able to finish the set and win the first 2 opening sets. In the 3rd and the 4th set, Peter changed a bit his game. Kristian gave him good advice. But in the deciding set, you were fitter, and this was the key factor.
What was your impression of our squash, our, let's call it squash, for a moment?
I think it was pretty decent. Of course, it looked a bit hectic and such, but I think generally it was quite alright. and especially quite exciting, I think. 5 games. I would have loved the comeback, but you can't have everything.
No, thank you very much. Thank you very much for testing this court with us. And yeah, see you soon at the FIR Racketlon World Championships, Elite and Amateurs, presented by Courtball.